Welcome to Key Stock and Crypto channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have stocks down. And as we can see, yields are rising and is crushing the market. And remember guys, the Dow only has 30 stocks in it. Just a reminder. But we have Biden awards $2.8 billion for projects to boost electric vehicle battery manufacturing. And we know Biden is trying to cut China off and bring chip manufacturing back to the United States. And they don't even have these factories built yet. And that's why I told you Apple was going to be taking a hit. And we have Apple's chip maker, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturer, reportedly consider Japan expansion as China tensions continue. And when it comes to this chip war, China is definitely going to win. And we know the United States leaders gave all our technology over to China a long time ago. Now we have BMW plans to invest $1.7 billion in U.S. to produce electric vehicles. And this will be in the South Carolina plant. And then also they're going to be purchasing battery cells from Japan's Envision, which also is looking to build a new battery cell factory in South Carolina. And in Biden's speech today about oil, he still brung up the urgency of moving over to clean energy. And guys, that's when we know electric vehicles charging stations are coming into play. They gave us which companies they're going to be investing in. And speaking of the government, we have Palantir, which we know a whole lot of their contracts come from the government. And they're partnering up with Hertz. And guys, we know it's all about data. And those rental cars will definitely be under surveillance. And we have another billionaire. Jeff Bezos says batten down the hatches, giving warning about the economy. And guys, we know they all know what's coming if you're raising rates this fast. And then also we're talking about QT next year. We're going to have mass layoffs, but they have that solution, which is the fourth industrial revolution, where they're going to be bringing in the robots, algorithms, and drones. So make sure you're watching this channel and the Crypto Teacher channel and look at the shorts. I'm making short videos on how automation is going to run through the economy. And while they're building the fourth industrial revolution, they want you high, guys. We have Circle K gas stations in Florida is adding a new product to its convenience stores. As long as you're licensed with a medical card, you can get marijuana to go. And guys, we know once midterms are over, Republicans should take back over the Senate. And next year, we should see laws changing and these stocks start to blast off. Now we have SPACs liquidated top $12 billion this year. And guys, we know why. As liquidity shrink, we saw SPACs crypto. The everything bubble started to shrink. And then also, guys, we have SpaceX, which should be called Skynet, rolls out Starlink aviation product for satellite internet to private jets. Now we have Uber bringing in another revenue stream, and of course that is ads. And we know their next step, of course, is driverless cars. Now we have housing starting to tumble, and it's going off September numbers, but guys, anytime interest rates are rising this fast, of course, not only is the mortgage payment going to be higher if you're a new buyer, but also if you're trying to refi. So the Fed basically put a halt to the housing market, and they haven't even gotten started yet. Also, we have 66% of American workers are worse off financially than a year ago due to inflation. And we know inflation has hurt millennials and then also baby boomers, even though they're going to be giving them an increase in Social Security next year. But inflation is nothing but an imaginary tax. And if you don't know how to cut back on your spending, you're going to be punished. In 23 and 24, if you can't make adjustments to your budget, you're really going to be in trouble. Financial education is so important. That's why it's time for us to re-educate. But getting over into the indicators, guys, we had yields up, dollar up, VIX up. What does that equal? Stock market down. No matter how manipulated the market is, guys, numbers will always lead you to the truth. But that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful day.
So we've heard you say that the president believes there's not going to be a recession or might not happen, but a growing number of business folks who are outside this building, Jeff Bezos yesterday joining Jamie Dimon, Goldman Sachs CEO, why are they wrong then?
So, look, the president has said this, and I'm going to say this here as well. What he wants the American people to know is because of the resilience of the economy and because of our economic plan, we are in a better place to deal with these global challenges, to deal with global inflation than any other global major company, major country in the world. And we are in a stronger position to navigate through these global challenges. We see jobs are up. We created 10 million jobs. We see that unemployment rate is at the lowest that we've ever had in a while, in historic lows. And because of those pieces of data that I just laid out, we think we are in a stronger place than we have been, that we have seen when we talk about a recession, what leads to a recession. And so, look, again, the president was very clear. He doesn't anticipate there being a recession because of those data points that I just laid out.
Breaking news of the morning. Of course, we're looking at housing starts and permits for the month of September. We all know higher interest rates and a variety of issues have negatively affected housing, expecting 1,461,000, a bit on the light side, 1,439,000. That's on starts. On permits, 1,564,000, a bit better than expected. And if we go to the history here on the start side, well, that is the weakest level just since July when it was 1,404,000. And when we look at 1,564,000 on the permit side, 1,542,000 was our last look. Prior to that, 1,685,000. So you can see the deterioration continues, even though we're not on the absolute lows with respect to permits. Yesterday, we had a sentiment number that was at 38, not very good. And if we consider the split between housing starts with regard to multifamily and single, we would understand that mostly single-family homes have been underbuilt for a long time. And when I look at interest rates, maybe it's not going to get any better, Andrew, Joe, because 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 10s, 20s, 30s. If they closed at current yields right now, they'd be new cycle high closing yields. And the Fieste Resistance, but maybe not for everybody, the dollar against the yen today is at the best levels, get this, since 1990. Since 1990. Back to you.